Worth and wrong. Defend.
Now look at that shot.
And rock.
Used our second wind again.
Bravo.
Plus ability point. Reduce essence costs. Enemies in the seal are slowed. See, time. Yeah, we're going into overtime. We're really close to the end. Let's upgrade the root. We actually use that regularly. Okay, so yeah, we went through that. We got the memory. We came back. Those things popped out. Something down here. Just a big pool. He's got to finish this tonight, so we do so torture. I did not say that. I can never make Banana an official PR person for Mukluk Incorporated, because he would just like promise that I would show up at random places at random times, and I would just find out about it later. Like, what the hell? Wild Walker Ring. Slowly regen to 50% max health. Quick save. I'm not sure where to go.
It's crazy.
Okay, we got a path to the right and the left. Quick save.
Worth and wrong.
Graphics bugging out when it's slowed like that. Plus odds, plus X, nope. Again, whenever I cast Blizzard, my own character slows down for a while. And then like when I was opening that box, it was like a bugged out graphic because of that. I think Monk would like healing as an Imperial agent, provided they haven't completely destroyed the class since I last played 8 years ago. 8 years ago.
Protect the envoy.
Loose end.
Nope.
Hey!
Loose end. Worse than wrong. Worse than wrong.
Slam.
And wrong. Worse than wrong.
Just like the good old days.
Ah, there's the Yardsley one.
This is the library from my dreams. It's real? Look. Garlowain's gonads. Envoy? I never told you this, but I've dreamed of this place every night for most of my life. This is a godless library. An actual,
That sounds like a horrible
real-life
night's sleep.
godless library. It's why I study the godless, because this place has haunted me since I was a child. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness.
Wait, if dreams can be real now, we might need to keep an eye on our teeth.
You do know what it means to lose all your teeth in
Who
your
is that?
dreams, right? Finally, you've arrived. Ah, there it smells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Oh, though, you do look quite familiar.
You could be twins. Except your hair's better.
It has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. You are an ancestor? A very fashionable one at that. No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Or have you already forgotten? Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. Oh, I'm such a fool. You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind.
Few can bear the mental and spiritual strain of an awakening. As often as not, it leads to madness.
Oh, darling, you know how I get around all the metaphysical talk.
That's why I'm here, remember?
I was the last of the Akita. Once the attack started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean the Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've heard. Is that the reason for the bodies outside? Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful. They tried to butcher every last one of us.
Seems like they succeeded.
They did in the end. But they didn't get exactly what they wished for. I made sure of that. But how did the Magfolk reach you in here? They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered and the screeching of the Magfolk, I couldn't breathe. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that Magfolk. Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet worse. So I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction. Poison? Well,
She killed herself.
at least you washed it down with some good wine.
This freaking option, this is horrible. Oh, is that Razor Guild dust? Tell me, did the cardiac failure begin before or after the seizures?
Oh, you're just a barrel of fun, aren't you? Yatsley, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history, but you... Someone must tell the story of the Akita, and there is no one else. I'm already an expert. What more do you want me to do? Oh, think about it, Yatsley. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty. I have my own dreams. Yatsley, if you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, our people, will be forgotten. Just as the burned queen wanted all along.
It's like having your parents force their childhood dream on you.
The life from us. This is all too much. What do you think, Envoy?
I'm thinking number 3. Are you really willing to give up your apprenticeship with Ringrim?
That apprenticeship is more than I could have ever asked for. I don't know. That's hard to ignore. A chosen of Sabadal, yet you do not stand with your people. How disappointing. Our time is at an end, Yatsley. It's time for me to go. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions! Tell me about your marriage rights. And oh! Did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic? Unfortunately, my time is at an end.
Why do all your buildings look like penises?
You must keep Yatsley alive. She is the last hope of the Akita. So this is goodbye. I wish we could have... No. I wish that all of you...
That's what awakening means. I remember awakening from the Pillars games.
Choose well, Yatsley. And good luck. She's gone. Forgive me, Envoy, but we should get going. We can talk back in camp. Later. She must have wanted to leave some evidence of herself here.
So, is she... Oh, I didn't even see her in the chair. So this is Yatsley's past life. Drinking poison in the chair. Crazy. Alright, so we need to talk to Yatsley back at camp if we get the opportunity.
Charge it out. Absolutely.
I'm starting to think these people killed themselves.
Little power goes a long way. Just a little spark. Charge it up.
Magefolk Orison 8. My faith, life is a prayer. My faith has been rewarded. God Function has sent unto me a kith, a dwarf named Theodore, who awakened me with Magron's prayers. Theodore worships me, and in his prayer I see the reflection of Prayback. Once again I have purpose. Theodore tells me he comes from a settlement named Solus, and that in this settlement there once dwelt a dwarf named Nandru who received divine knowledge from no divinity. For the first time in many multiples of task time, I think that I can truly pray. I can fulfill God Function. I must go unto Solus and discover all traces of the insisted and utterly extirpate whatever remains of them. Praise God Function. Okay, that throws the whole timeline I had in my head into complete disarray. Okay, so the Magefolk were like stranded here and trying to find something to pray to because they weren't getting orders from Wodica. And then it heard about Nandru, and Nandru was after Sapadel. So the Meg folk being stranded here was before they went and killed all the Sapadel people. Ow. Brooch of Spreading Flame. Your fire damage has a 50% chance to jump to nearby enemies. That's interesting. Parkour! Camp where we can talk to Yahtzee.
We survived. Somehow. If you don't mind, I need to catch my breath.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited, scared, hungry.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
You gonna be alright, Kai?
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Like, I finally let go of something I'd been holding too long. Now that we're here, I'm eager to see this through. Nothing worse than holding your breath and waiting.
How old is Yahtzee? Old enough that she's married, and she constantly brags about what a beast she is in the sack. Let's see. Glad to have you with me, Kai.
Same. I'd rather have good company in a prison than paradise alone.
How about you, Marius?
Had a feeling you might ask me that. I'm not sure I've really worked through what I've seen here, but I am grateful for the chance to see Yonko again. I feel like we're almost done with all of this, but we are in the weirdest place in the world, so who knows? I'm completely baffled, but when haven't I been lately? Being afraid doesn't even feel scary anymore.
You doing okay, Giada?
I think so. The garden is so much more than I expected. Full of contradictions. Wild, yet serene. Truthfully, I didn't come all this way searching for my own answers. But I found them. Or perhaps they found me. And now, it's like there's a new path laid out before me. A life after the Dream Scourge. We're close to something. A threshold between calm and crisis. Conflict and peace. Life and death.
Feel it too. Glad I'm not alone.
So am I. None of us could have gotten this far on our own.
What about you, Yahtzee?
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. A lot's happened. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope to carry on a legacy, but... well, here we are. Never literally talked to myself before either. I think I annoyed her. Me? Oh, I think I need another drink. But here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in.
Phrasing.
Glad to see I've rubbed off on you, Envoy. And I wouldn't worry. Our little group here is perfectly frightening, and I'm sure our enemies would agree. We'll be fine. I can't speak for anyone else, though.
You've listened to all of us. How about you? You've been through a lot since you arrived. You've been shipwrecked and a assassinated, harangued by gods, bureaucrats, and a death guard. You've had your soul poked, your loyalties questioned, and your sleep regularly interrupted by a god with no respect for privacy. And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
The truth is, I am terrified.
Under the circumstances, that's entirely reasonable.
Join the club.
I'd been more concerned if you weren't scared. Did you think we'd judge you for that?
Maybe. I'm usually the one who has to stay calm in these situations.
True. Most of the weight of all this sits on you.
None of us thought this would be easy. For you, most of all. We've survived our own hardships. Now we'll survive yours.
When we first met, I didn't think you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall bear. Shook off your own death like a bad cold. And then you hunted your own killer and put him down. It takes a hard head or a thick skull to face something that almost ended you once.
Yeah, it was pretty
I
amazing.
didn't know
back
much
then.
about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died, which I thought made a lot of sense.
I remember your calm. How you listened to
That
my
Kai
shouting
slam.
match with the governor and actually heard me. You saved my city and gave me a home. A sanctuary where I could be myself.
Imagine if I didn't
I'll
save
never
her city.
forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporlings. You got my priceless vase. What more could a girl ask for?
A ladder, apparently.
And now look at you. Look at us. How far we've come in a short time.
Five oddballs on a mission to confront God. What could go wrong?
Quite a lot, as it turns out. But the journey is worth it.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living lands suddenly at peace.
Just this once. Could we forget about the rest of the living lands? Some of us could use a break.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Everyone get some rest. We could all use it.
Right. We could all use some beauty rest. We'll want to look our best on the battlefield, won't we?
Get some rest.
Okay, so I
That
just want to talk
goes
to
for
Yardsley because we just finished her quest.
Oh, Envoy. Have you recovered yet from our chat in the library? I don't think I have yet, but maybe talking it out will help.
Arcane Scholar. Perhaps if we just look at things logically, we can come to a satisfactory conclusion.
Well, it's worth a try. It's just... we already have a lot to take care of, don't we? We have a god and an empire both vying for our attention, and now I have this legacy forced on me. I was already unsure what to do, and now a third option appears like the world's worst surprise. But it makes sense. My whole life has been about the godless in one way or another. It explains why I knew the language, why I felt so drawn to the ruins.
Maybe you should talk it over with Quilichi, get his perspective.
I love the man, but he'll just be endlessly supportive, the fiend.
Oh my god,
And trying to
supportive
send a
husbands,
letter
aren't
when
those
we're
the
on move
worst?
Like this? It's a struggle. It's not an answer I would have expected, but it's an answer. And now that I know, I kind of thought, well, honestly, I feel more full. Like a puzzle piece sliding right back into place. No matter what happens, even if my path doesn't lead to the library, I feel better than I have in ages.
That's pretty good, because most people that have an awakening go insane. That means you could focus on Ringrim's offer now.
That is an option. I think... for the first time in my life, I don't know what to do.
Congratulations, Yardsley. Now you're just like the rest of us.
No matter what, I've always known exactly what I want. But This is the first time I've had more options than time in the day. What do you think?
Yo, I like the sound of becoming an apprentice to an immortal archmage. I'm gonna say you're a wizard, Yahtzee. I think you have to study with Rengrip.
You're right. It's the one area of my life that's gotten the least love. Seems it's about time to make up for that. Thank you, Envoy. I've been agonizing over this for longer than I want to admit. Finally picking a destination makes the journey a lot easier. Oh, but I am not looking forward to telling Quilici.
He'll understand. Your happiness and fulfillment are everything to him.
Well, come on. We've bigger things to deal with. Literally, in Sapadal's case.
Man, imagine if she dies in the final boss fight.
Much as I'm
Then all
loath
that
to
planning her
relinquish
future
the
will go to
spotlight,
waste.
We should be off. And Envoy, thank you, truly. Now, let's go.
All right. Where's the rock? Okay. Separate save file in case we get like a choose an ending type thing. Makefolk Orison 4. I hate this lost fallen form. I hate its feet. I hate its hands. I hate its calves. I hate its thighs. I hate its empty loins. I hate its solid belly. I hate its metal chest. I hate its clumsy arms. I hate its upturned begging face. I do not want to be this kind of thing I am. Life is a prayer. To resent the will of God function in our design is to withdraw from God. I penalize myself with blows to the belly and the soles of my feet. I is the word for this emanation of God function. We is the word for all emanations of God function assigned to this task. But the task is done. There is no more prayback. What do we do now? What do I do now? If I cannot do, what can I even be? Well, that's something.
Sapadal's prison, I think. What else could it be? Time to shut it down forever.
Yeah, I still don't know
Let's
how
look
I'm
around. There's got to be a mechanism somewhere around.
kill a god. That's not been made clear yet. Messed up.
We'll do the same. And rock. And rock. And rock. And rock. And rock. And rock.
Okay.
That's done? Who's
That
hungry?
is done indeed. Pristine Makefolk. Oh my god. All the Makefolk we fought up to this point have been broken. This one is in full form.
And rock. Eckworth and rock. Eckworth and rock. We'll do the same.
Wait.